Hi guys, and welcome to the channel. And if you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, thank you. I appreciate your guys' continued support. I was doing my little drawing for the little giveaway I just did, and I'm hoping to do another one of those, maybe at 200. But I decided I'm going to do Aries reading because I do have a lot of decks out here, and I was like, I'm going to go ahead and just do that. So Aries, we're going to go ahead and just get started with a reading for you guys. There's been a lot of energy, a lot of shifts, and I feel like a lot of almost towery energy in the air. Let's see where you're at right now, Aries. All right. Heading towards something more peaceful. Six of Swords, transitioning, maybe moving from one energy to another, or going through maybe some rough waters and trusting that after these, after the move or after the transition, there'll be more peaceful times ahead. Let's see where this is headed here. The Six of Cups. This is, yeah, trying to get back to more innocent, happy times. Trying to get back to something more pure, more innocent. Could be a little nostalgic too right now. I'm thinking about maybe what, so what I'm getting is like a feeling of like wanting to bring something back from the past into the future. Or you could be looking back on some past things that you are leaving behind, like some past, and it's not just, actually, it's not even just that. It's like, almost like you're looking at the past and seeing all the good stuff in it and like really treasuring those moments. It says, I remember and treasure my past happiness. So it's not even like, but it's almost feeling like, with the six here, it's like, it's two sixes here already. So let's see what this one is. And then the Magician, this is the next step, you guys. And this is using all of your tools: communication, intellect, heart, in balance, and your material, all of it. It's really like you're headed into a heavy manifestation, and it seems like you're in the middle of a huge manifestation or a transition. You could be reminiscing and thinking about the past, maybe how to either get back to the past or just looking back on it and trying to think, just looking at the more positive stuff. And maybe you're trying to bring some of that into your upcoming reality, some of that togetherness, innocence. Yeah, it's really nice. Let's see what the strong point is here. The Sun. I'm optimistic and I appreciate all I have. Yeah, that's what I'm getting with the Six of Cups. It's like you may be feeling like as you're moving through maybe some rough water, or you could be feeling like you're moving into a whole completely new domain or cycle, or it feels like a complete shift. But there's also a feeling here of recognizing the value of your past or past things. This could be relationships, situations, anything that has brought you happiness. You're really feeling quite grateful for, and it's showing with the Sun here in your strong point. So there is a feeling here of feeling comforted by past happy memories, and as you're going through maybe some rough times, or you're just going through some unknown times and you're getting ready to like manifest something, it's like you're holding on to this positive stuff so you can bring it into the new. I feel like there's and that's part of the Six of Swords, you guys, too. I look at the Six of Swords like it's really discerning about what we're going to take with us when we're growing, when we're expanding, when we're evolving, when we're moving into different energy. What are we going to take with us? Are we going to take all the swords, or are we going to take the love and the optimism and the positive stuff with us? Or are we going to take a lot of thinking and maybe negativity? You know, it's being very discerning about what you're taking forward to manifest with, to build with, to work with. What are you working with? The tools you're working with. And it looks like there's a feeling here of desiring to take good things with you into the, because this is your desires, the Six of Cups. So something maybe from the past, maybe just that feeling, something you feel really good about, and from the past, optimistic. It makes you feel good, but it's like you're moving into a new space, or you're just, it's a growth. It feels like kind of like growing, and it's growing. It's feeling like growing. Let's see what the weak spot is here. Maybe some growing pains, like, but knowing that there's something here you desire, a feeling, a place, something from the past here that makes you feel really good, that you are optimistic about being able to move forward with, and maybe manifest even. Maybe you're just trying to manifest from that more innocent place, more loving place. As you're moving forward, you might be even in kind of like a, and that's the thing with the Magician too, is not to get in too much of a dreamy state, but not to be pessimistic either, to know that you have learned so much and you know how to use these tools. That's your next step, is to use this Magician energy to actually get what you want, what you desire. And it feels like you're desiring something happy, and maybe even something from the past coming back, or yeah, let's see here. Let's get this in the weak spot. Okay, so we got the Seven of Swords on the bottom and the Tower. So there is some resistance here, Aries. There's something here you need to let go of. You could be maybe not, like, there's a feeling here of wanting to appreciate and be optimistic, and you are, like, there's a happiness here. Something with the past makes you very happy. You desire to have it back in your life, or in your life, that feeling, that place, that person, that whatever it is. It makes you happy, but there's also a feeling here of running. This is about taking care of what you value, not self-sabotaging also, because this Tower, it's like you're afraid of change. There's a feeling here of being afraid of change. It's interesting, but and also like not taking the time to think about how maybe you're either, this was in the last round of readings, it's like how you're either hiding or running away from manifesting something here with, and the Tower says, I surrender and know how to go forward. Something here you may not even want. It could be even something you may not want to let go of. This could be a person, place, situation. This could be a part of yourself trying to change and transition into new energy, and you're not wanting to. You're having a hard time surrendering and moving forward, because it's going to change everything with the Tower here. And it might even, one thing I feel about the Tower is it kind of knocks you off your feet. Because you have to rebuild. And a lot of the times I feel the Tower it's a whole rebuilding and restructuring of your beliefs, your foundations. It's so much, you guys. So that was, it's interesting. Then we got the Seven of Wands under the Seven of Swords, you guys. So 2 6s, 2 7s. In the Tower, which is also 16, which adds up to 7. And 21, 3. Okay. And then we got that 7 of Wands. Holding true to your values. This could be something you need to find more value in, or show your value for something that you are trying to manifest, or show, or express, or take more care of something that you hold near and dear, kind of stand your ground on something that you want to manifest. You're moving forward, but there is something here that you're struggling with letting go of, and it's about surrender. It's about surrendering to something here. Let's find out more about the surrendering. I want to see what we're having a hard time here. Surrendering, what this Tower is about. of Wands, Nine of Swords, yeah, this is definitely, and then we got the Chariot. Okay. Okay, so what's holding you back here from surrendering to this this change, this transition? It's really a transition. It's some kind of feeling of, it has a feeling of not putting your passion or your time, energy into something that you truly do value, you truly do care about, you truly are optimistic about, you are hoping for the best, but this requires you to take care of it or take action towards it. With the Chariot and the Ace of Wands here, the thing holding you back is the Nine of Swords. It's blinding you. It's blinding any, it feels like there's a lot of mental stuff kind of getting in the way of seeing forward or seeing a way through. There is a feeling here with this Ace of Wands. Yeah, and this is all like shadow work. So this is all inner work, you guys, with this deck. This is the Knight. So this is all inner work. I am going to read those because this is, okay, so this is called the Vice Versa Tarot. And it's really, really nice. It has two sides. So, you know, one is more like outer world, one's more like inner world. So this tower is going to require you to do something within, to get on board with something within, but it's going to feel, yeah, there's a feeling here. It's like, interesting. It's like there's nothing really holding you back except for you right now. And it's some kind of feeling of not being, you telling yourself or thinking, like not taking care of something that you truly find value in and appreciate and want to manifest. Let's look at that. Let's go ahead and look at this Ace of Wands, because this was clarifying the Tower, you guys. So this is what's causing this resistance to surrender, to kind of a shakeup in your inner. It's feeling like a shakeup in like your inner world. Could be some big changes you need to make or you need to look at with the Seven of Swords here. Maybe some behaviors, maybe some, like I said, some self-sabotaging or just sabotaging or running or hiding or not communicating or, yeah, there's a feeling here of just needing to take more, and this also to me always, it comes across as fear too, with the Seven of Swords. It's like the reason I see the Seven of Swords a lot the way I do is because I feel like he could be assuming the worst and then making bad decisions because he's assuming the worst. So it can also be about assuming the worst. And that is the Nine of Swords, which happens to be what is here kind of in the middle of this Chariot and this Ace of Wands. So let's go ahead and look at this Ace of Wands, you guys. I like this deck, but I have not worked with it a lot, but it has the, yeah. Okay, it says, it's an excellent time to begin something new and you're getting renewed momentum, which is also renewing this feeling of moving forward. And yeah, and it says, you have the strength you need to see it through, and there are allies and companions of like mind ready to work with you. Seize this opportunity and expect a blast of inspiration. It's an excellent time to start manifesting right now, but there's this Nine of Swords, and it is just bringing it to a stop here. Let's look, you guys. Let's see. Yeah, this is, okay, so this, yeah, you're caught in fear and negativity to a point of exhaustion. So even though I feel like right now you're in the Six of Swords energy, which is a moving forward, you may be feeling, it's weird because it's like you're being helped along or helped out energetically by the universe, by your guides, whatever, helping try to move you forward to manifest exactly what you desire. There's something from the past here, or this could be just a feeling, bringing back a feeling or a place, or just going back to a more pleasurable, innocent, loving it's the original Six of Cups is these two little kids sharing, like that he's given her flowers, and it's cute and it's sweet. It's very sweet. And then you got the sun under that as your strength. So it's like you're optimistic, but yet there's this pessimistic about this, and it's like maybe you don't have the energy, you could be worn out. But it says, it's the fear and negativity that's exhausting you. It's hard to tell anymore which troubles are real and which are phantoms. This can be this Seven of Swords too. This is what I was feeling like. The Seven of Swords is self-sabotage also. It's from phantom fear, or just assuming the worst, or paranoia, stuff like that. Like he's all, in the original, he's just really, scared. I feel like fear is like the root of the Seven of Swords. That's the way I feel it. But, a lot of times it can be being sneaky. It's interpreted a lot of different ways. That's just not the way I get the Seven of Swords, because I think even when people are beating around the bush or running, there's a reason. Whether it's just fear, it could be just paranoia, lack of trust, anything like that. But it's really, it's causing more problems than what's actually there. That's the thing with the Seven of Swords. It causes a lot of issues. It says this mindset perpetuates itself. So it keeps feeding itself. So it's interesting. It keeps it going. It's like the Nine of Swords will keep you in this state of not being able to move forward, manifesting what you want and what you desire. This happiness, treasuring, being optimistic, finding value and taking care of what you want and where you want to go, what you want. It almost feels, even though you got this energy, it almost feels like you could be feeling a little powerless right now because of some negative thinking or exhaustion, okay? It says, apathy is insidious. This mindset perpetuates itself as it seems overwhelming, even to try to shift the energy. So it's even really hard to even get out of this energy. So this is where you're struggling here with allowing and surrendering to change, to moving forward, to getting past this Nine of Swords. It says apathy, apathy is kind of like not, it's pulling yourself away from something. It's not showing care or value about what you truly, truly find beauty in or nice. This is a good energy. It's like being optimistic and happy. It's kind of it's like it's there in your strong spot, because it's like there's a feeling here of being optimistic and truly feeling like you appreciate all you have. But yet there's also a feeling here of needing to take care of that. I don't know. That's a really interesting. And it says, and once it has hold of you, it takes a strong effort to push through it. So it's going to take a lot of energy. And that's this Ace of Wands, which you are being, it's here to help push you through this. But it is going to cause a tower moment, because you're going to be looking back at this going, okay, I've surrendered this thought or this feeling or this, and it's probably this we need to surrender, because it's like, it's just in this Seven of Swords, which was on the bottom of here. Let's go ahead and read this Chariot, because it's trying to push you forward and get all of you on board. He looks very perplexed, miserable, trapped, confused. And then we got this Chariot, the Chariot coming in after this, and it's really trying to move you through this tower. It's trying to get you to trust and surrender, so you can move forward. There is something here you need to, there's something here holding you back from manifesting something that makes you happy and you appreciate. It could be you just feel like you can't move on it. You can't show it. You can't express it. And maybe feeling a little stuck. I'm feeling that. But it's just feeling like your mind's, let's read this Chariot, you guys. Because I really do like the difference in the front instead of the back. So the front, it shows the front of him. And then this is him moving forward. And you can see he's not being held back by this brick in the road. There's nothing holding him back. But it's also about not looking back. Not looking back. Maybe like I was saying, like with the Six of Cups here, there could be almost like a nostalgic, dreamy feeling you're designed to get back that isn't, you have something really good here that is worthy of taking care of and appreciating, but it's not going to be the past because it's like a growing pain. It's like I can never be like the cute second grader again, or I can never be like have my like 18-year-old body back again, or like, it's like really moving forward into it's interesting because I am seeing that age or that maturity in this Chariot's hair being gray. This could be about just the process. It's about moving forward into a more mature state. This is a transition. It could be an age transition. It could be a place transition. It could be a transition into a new dynamics or relationships or anything, you guys. But it says the more mystical nature of your journey, the mystical nature. So, headed into that mystical, it's going to be some deep stuff here happening, trying to shift to move you forward energetically so that you can manifest from that sunny place that is a strong point in your reading. It says it is demanding attention. If you've been focusing on only mundane details, focusing on the mundane details, the little details compared to the big picture, you guys. It says how to get from point A to point B. The importance of this transition, and they even say this is a transition. And this is focusing on the mundane, the stuff that's kind of holding you back from a bigger picture, something better, because there's just a feeling of being uncomfortable with surrendering some of these thoughts or behaviors with the Seven of Swords, thoughts and behaviors. The importance of this transition could be missed if you're just focusing on, I just want to be done. I want to be from here to here. I don't want to go through this tower. I don't want to go through this tower. I just want to be done. I just want to have a new foundation, new life, new job, new relationship, new dynamic, whatever it is, you guys. I just want to be done with this. It's not like that because there's a process, and that is the Six of Swords. It's that process of deciding what you're going to take with you as you move forward. And that has to be your decision. So the universe ain't going to do that for you. You need to do that for you. You need to take control over that. So you can, and then it says you may miss it if you just focusing on, I just want to be from here to here. You're missing all the in-between. And that in-between is where you do that discerning and that mind changing and that behavior, like that automatic. I also look at the Seven of Swords like automatic reactions, automatic behaviors of just doing stuff automatically because of fear, or maybe even not feeling like strong enough or something to take on something. So it's like even decapacitating your enemies, and it's not even enemies, it's just because you don't know if they're your enemies. It's like it could be me. It could mean like, is that the word I'm looking for? Like incapacitating, like unarming, disregarding your the people around you or something here, maybe of value. Yeah, there's a feeling here of just being stuck in this. It says, continue forward along your chosen path, but listen to your intuition more than your logic. So you're going to want to follow your intuition here. There's something here intuitively asking you to surrender something. You're going to know what that best is. Be aware of what is holding you back. What was holding you back? There's something here holding you back, and it's the Seven of Swords and this Nine of Swords. And it's holding you back from moving forward and taking care of something you want to do, but there's a feeling here of just needing to leave that, like that thought or that behavior or that reaction, or that maybe it could be negativity. It could be all kinds of stuff here holding you back. With the Nine of Swords, it's a horrible energy to be in. It's just, it's hard to get out of it. It's hard to get out of it. You just have to really make up your mind and say, I'm not gonna be held back from my own. I got control over my mind. It doesn't have control over me. And that is the Seven of Swords and the Nine of Swords. It's the mind having more control over our bodies and our whole, what we're doing, our manifestations, everything. So just be mindful of that right now, Aries. It says you may not even have noticed that you're now free. You don't have to stay in this position of, there's something here helping to free you and move you forward. And you don't have to stay in this, it's like actually asking to have this tower. But it's just, there's a resistance here. And let's get a little more on that. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get, let's go ahead and get one of these, you guys. And this is an Metatron card. Now we're going to get some, hopefully some positive, uplifting advice for this reading, you guys. Conquering fear popped out, you guys. Conquering fear. It's time to conquer your fears. There's some kind of fear about moving forward, changing something, not thinking the same way, not doing something the same way, moving forward, and actually putting yourself into something fully, manifesting something. So let's go ahead and read this. And it's a number 17, you guys. And let's see here. This is really, it says conquering fear starts today. Fear makes you feel small, fragile, threatened, and unable to take the next steps. That is this Nine of Swords and this Seven of Swords. Actually, the Seven of Swords is more like taking steps out of fear that result in others being harmed, you self-sabotaging or sabotaging others. So this was on the bottom, so it could be that, there's just a feeling here. And yet you are not alone. Many angels surround you wishing to help. So often you forgot to call on them. And then when you do ask, you doubt that they have heard. And so you ask again and again, weakening your own faith that they are actually there. Yet angels have been around you since you were first born. They heralded your arrival and have celebrated your successes as you try to pick up when you have failed or been hurt or needed their care and love. They remind you that you have already accomplished and conquered many things and have always survived and grown stronger. It's like whatever you've been through, you've already been through. There's a moving forward here. There's a Ace of Wands here, a brand new opportunity for something passionate and new and exciting and energetic in your life that you're resisting out of fear. It is a side of you that mistakenly thinks it keeps you safe by staying exactly where you are, never trying anything new and always maintaining the status quo, like doing the same thing. However, this is an illusion. These feelings and negative voices in your head that say, I can't fix this, or I can't move towards that, or I won't, it's like, I won't do that. I'm not going to do that. It's just more like head stuff, like ego stuff, stuff like that. They're just energetic blocks that can be broken through by proclaiming, I can and I will. I want this, I can do this, and I will do this. That which seems so difficult now needs to be taken a step at a time, broken down into achievable chunks and made comfortable to you, so you can cross each stepping stone with growing confidence and trust. I love that. See the safety net. Metatron sends his angelic helpers. They will stay with you day and night, urging you on, taking each step with you, yet not doing it for you, since you need to instigate each one yourself. That's what I was feeling. This is something you have to do yourself. The universe, the energy, the angels, whatever, you guys, however, ancestors, all that, everybody's nudging you along, helping you, guiding you through this, because it is a process of having to make those decisions for yourself and say, I can, I will, and putting that care into it, caring into it. It's not, being optimistic isn't enough. You have to actually make the choice to manifest and work with the tools you have to make something happen here. Not avoid something happening, make something happen. That's what I'm getting. They are here because you have called out for help, and so they responded as they always do. Feel their presence around you now and let them help you breathe into your fear and allow it to dissolve into light. See the safety net they have placed underneath you. You will not be allowed to fall, but long before you even would have fallen to the net, you would have found that you can fly. Feeling that safety of blue light around you. And this is nice. I've been working with these because they do have these lights, and I was going down working with like the rays. That's what we just got done, kind of having the little quiz and stuff, which you can go take that under the video still. The link's still there if you want to find out like your ray of light. But this is the blue ray. I'm trying to remember which one that is. Is it 5? Or is it 2? I'm not sure. I have to go look at my notes. But it's the blue light around you and care of your angelic helpers. Know that you can do what is asked of you now. Something's being asked of you now. It may be a new job, a new life stage. That's what I'm getting. Leaving the safety of home, learning something new, traveling somewhere different. All fears are understood and can be healed. No fear is too small or too great to bring up now for healing. So if this is a fear of transitioning into a new life stage, like a stage of life, I was kind of feeling that like it could be a maturity thing, like an age thing, or just transitioning into a different period of your life. It could be, leaving something that's safe, like a job, a home, studying something new, all this, you guys. It could be a multitude of things. It says, ask what it is that you are truly frightened of, and some of you will hear my own shadow as a response. Make peace with the parts of you that have been programmed to feel fear. Some fear is instinctive, and some is learned from social and family patterns. Some may also have come in from past life experience. But no fear is incapable of being healed with angelic support and light. There could be a deep-seated fear that you need to purposely put effort and stuff into healing right now. Really work on that fear like that. And what happens when you feel that fear? What are you doing? How are you responding to it? And, kind of pray or breathe or just do something different with your mind, because it does feel like the 9 of Swords is what's blocking this movement forward. Now is the moment for you to face your own fear. See it is actually smaller than you thought it was. Take action. Create positive energy around it. Like, what are you learning from it? What have you gained from it? What, it's interesting. Take that first step away from it. The first step away from fear. It doesn't matter if it's something tiny, like one little fear that was in that card too with the 9 of Swords. It was like, it feeds itself. So one fear leads to another fear, leads to another fear. Next thing you know, you're blocked by all your fears and and then what happens when we go with that? What happens when we go with that fear? What are our responses? It says doing so will give you a sense of achievement and pride. Like every time you kind of break through a fear or don't respond to the fear or let it kind of multiply in your mind, it will make you feel better and like more sure of yourself and that you can handle fear. And fear is just fear. There's a lot of things that when we feel scared, it's usually because we're afraid of losing something, or we're afraid of not being accepted. We're afraid of being rejected. We're afraid of losing something. We're afraid of not having love in our life. We're afraid of not having acceptance in our life. We're afraid of so many things. But I feel like one of the big things we can respond to fear with is just love. It is love. Shine some light on fear with love. Doing so will give you a sense of achievement and pride. Congratulations, and a pat on the back awaits you. Do it today. You'll feel better for doing so. I love that. So that's really, really nice, Aries. So let's go ahead and get one of these. Conquering Fear. Start today. So nice. It doesn't feel like you're in a really great spot right now, but depending on where you are in this reading, you could be on the other end of it and actually have been working on these fears and recognizing that they've kind of been holding you back. Or you could be needing to hear this to realize why isn't. And then we got the Elder Gods, number 6 again. And I'm just going to read the short one of these. And it was reversed. So we are going to read the reverse meaning of that. It's inspired by the Emperor. This is about taking control over your empire, over your, you know, and also honoring your ancestors, honoring those parts of yourself too that are honorable too, you know. That's interesting. That came out. Only by honoring all with whom we share our planet can we survive and prosper. We are not all born to lead. Okay, I'm not going to read all that. It's a very long read. I will just read the reversed meaning of it, okay? It says, there is a clear and present danger of being overwhelmed by forces beyond your control. The ground beneath you is not bedrock, but shifting sands that will swallow you and your army. This is definitely, and it says, be aware of the enemy at the gate. You have been deceived and outmaneuvered. The true enemy remains strong. Now is not the time to pursue victory. You need to gather your forces and organize your assets. So when I hear that, I feel like fear has won. Like there's something here about needing to realize something with the Seven of Swords. This could be, you know, you've been deceived. And it's something has, and it's keeping you trapped. It feels like self-deception. It feels like it could be deception in your life that has led to more like, also like not trusting yourself, not trusting others. But it's like something's trying to get you to cross through the gate, through the portal right now. And it says, just be aware of the enemy at the gate. Fear. That's what this is about. There's clear and present danger of being overwhelmed by forces beyond your control. We can't control all the things that happen on our journey. But yet we can let it stop. Like the idea that something that hasn't happened yet can stop us from even taking the steps forward to free ourselves from fear. Free ourselves. So it's keeping us trapped. It's keeping us from crossing over, because crossing through the fear threshold. That's what I'm feeling. It's like crossing through the fear threshold. The true enemy remains strong. Now is the time to pursue victory. Now is not the time to. So there's something here, and we all know that the true enemy, the biggest enemy of us, is ourselves. Anybody who has worked deep in their psyche knows this. This enemy can be, and most likely is, yourself. And it's saying this isn't a time to let up on that. It's time to focus. It's time to put your mind elsewhere than in this Nine of Swords. It's time to take care of what you have and what you value in your life and what you want to create in your life. It's not time to feel like you're being held back by your own thoughts, your own behaviors with the Seven of Swords here. It's time to gather your forces and organize your assets. Get all your thoughts in a group. Get all your stuff in a group. That is definitely something getting here. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's see what comes out of this one here. Okay. Let's see here. Just getting the thoughts all in a group here. Oh, yeah. Oh, this is just... Oh, this does look like a little kind of a couple. I love the art on these. It's very, but it almost looks like he's not paying attention to her. Let's look. Could be rejection. Could be afraid of rejection. You guys, stuck in reverse. It's like you're wanting to go back. There's only going forward. Something, it's like it's almost like you're finding comfort by looking and thinking about all the positive stuff behind you, and not looking at what you've gained from. It's almost like needing to see how the fears or whatever fear has played a part in this. It's just interesting. It says, if I could, I would give it all back for you. I would start over with nothing. Try again with no regrets. Give up everything for the life I remember. It's like something's really come in and opened your eyes that this this nostalgia, the Six of Cups, it's like there is no going back to that. But there is optimism here with your future and appreciating and putting energy and value on what you want and what you want to manifest in your life. And that's really important right now. It says sometimes we lose someone in a very strange way, making it difficult to explain. They just aren't the same person any longer, or maybe not at particular times. It can be very confusing. And you just want your life with them to feel normal again. Yes, like a growing pain. This could be growing pains in a relationship, growing pains in yourself, but it just feels like it just doesn't feel like it used to. And it's not going to. We don't feel like we did when we were 7 or 8. We can remember what it was like, but it never feels the same again because we've learned and we went through a lot of stuff, went through a lot of traumatic stuff, went through a lot of pain and stuff that's caused us fear and caused us a lot of, and that's what we're trying to break through so that we can be in a better place. Okay, guys? It says your heart is longing for all that you remember. People's life and daily routines can change instantly because of unexpected psychological changes, especially if they've been exposed to traumatic events. This can be witnessing violence, death, severe injury, abuse, military combat, sexual or physical assault. Regardless, whatever happened to them in their past is now affecting their present state of mind. They could be experiencing flashbacks, nightmares, and severe anxiety. And if you need to seek help, okay, this is coming in as very mind stuff that's holding you back, and you may need to really organize it and get it together so that the enemy doesn't win. It's like taking control over your path and your purpose and your mind and what you want in your life. So this is like kind of feeling like reverting, like going back into like, it's like trying to move forward, but then getting pulled back into the past, getting pulled back into like, it could be good memories, it could be traumatic events. I'm getting both. So, if it says, let's see, loved ones need to come together to form strong support networks. This is about PTSD. At least that's what this card is saying. And understand the signs. Why was this card selected for you? Maybe you or someone dear to you needs help. It's saying you might need some help here. You might need to lean in for some help here, to get out of the past, to get unstuck from just, there's something here coming in to help guide you, light the way for you to move forward. There's nothing, it's not there. It's only in the mind, the traumatic event or the thing that is holding you back, the fear, the whatever, it's not there. It's there. And that's what this reading is really saying. You have to get through the head in order to move forward. And that's what I'm getting from this. So we are going to go ahead and get a Kali card, you guys, and then I'm going to get us, let's see here. Yeah, I think, whoop, there we go. Okay. We got Matangi. She is the tantric queen of outcasts, unveiling the hidden inner power to thrive outside conventional society. If you have been denied love and respect, she brings healing and empowerment. If you have suffered rejection, abandonment, or been labeled as unworthy in any way, she brings dignity and repair. You may be afraid of moving forward because you feel afraid of rejection or abandonment, or you may feel unworthy. It's saying she is here to help you repair this. This is something that needs healed within yourself, and it could be something you've went through that made you feel this way, you know, made you think this way. But actually, it's more like the feeling, and then you think about it, and then you think about it, think about it, think about it. And that's where this Nine of Swords is coming from. It's a repeated thinking pattern that's just keeping you stuck. She clears the way for a creative, joyful, and vibrant life path. So something a little more optimistic, lighthearted, freeing you up a little. So let's go ahead and get one of these spiral oracles, you guys, to close up this reading. This does feel like you could be in a pretty tight spot with your mind right now, Aries, and I'll be thinking of you guys if this is your reading and it resonates, but just know that you are being guided, you are being supported, and there's fear that needs conquered, and it's going to take your participation in that to move forward and put your energy where you're with what you value, with what you appreciate. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. We got the energy of the Andes. Let's read it. On the bottom, clock time gateway. Clock time gateway. The energy of the Andes. Well, if I can find it, guys. There we go. There is an energy, movement rising from the base of my body through my spine. At the same time, an immense movement of energy is emerging from the center of the earth to the surface. In both events, I can glimpse the movement of a consciousness and the connection with the earth's core. The inner and outer world, something needs matching up here. With the Chariot here, that's putting your mind and your heart all in the same place and moving forward with a goal. Okay, unifying of the mind and body and spirit, all of it, to move forward. It says, in the Andes landscape, the energy of a uterus opens up, reminiscent of the primordial energy of life. In the mountains, I am born again. And I acknowledge that the feminine energy is open there and is open for the entire world. I am from the earth. I remember my connection with this living organism. I am in communion with life and all living things. The planet's transformation opens all of my doors. With joy and an open heart, I start to create higher vibrations. Getting out of this Nine of Swords, creating higher vibrations. Really going through it right now, probably feeling like that rebirthing process, but remembering that just because you're of the earth doesn't mean there's also this mysterious energy, this feminine energy. So it's very interesting. With joy and an open heart, I start to create higher vibrations, and I flow following the beat of Mother Earth, transforming myself along with her. A lot of these shifts and changes are planetary, are Earth changes that we're feeling, that we're going through. So, you know, pay attention to your chart right now. Pay attention to what's going on in the environment. But remember that the most important thing you can do right now is pay attention to your inner environment and put your whole self on the same path. Try to get that and going in the same direction to get out of this stuck feeling. It says remember. That's the key word to this card. I remember what I have forgotten. And that is feeling like I remember treasure past memories. Remember when I felt whole, before I felt divided, before I felt hurt, before I got traumatized, before I did this or said this, or before that happened to me, or this person did this, or this person said this. I remember who I was back when and it could have been, you know, a year ago, it could have been 5 years ago, it could have been 20 years ago, it could have been 40 years ago, whatever. I remember who I was before that. And that's what I want to get back to. That's what I'm feeling. But there's this feeling of regressing and kind of moving backwards into the shadow, or like, it's important to do the shadow work so you don't stay in that energy. And that's beating this fear and this, that apathy. Okay. It says the ancient knowledge is renewed in me. I am the earth itself, and I activate this wisdom in every cell of my body. I love that. Okay, guys. That is your... Oh, I think... Did I get up? Yeah, we got it all. Except for... let's go ahead and pull one more. Let's get one from the... what is this? One of my favorites. The Mystical Shaman Oracle. I feel like I need to shuffle these real quick, guys. Yeah, there's this feeling. He even looks the same, you guys, as this boy. Like, look. Keeping himself stuck and trapped by fear from moving forward. So that's definitely the weak spot. But there's a lot of strength here with the sun. It means you're, and the sun can also be ego too, and what you see, you know. Like, it can be about going into the unknown places in yourself, not just what you see. It could be, how do I put that? Or what you want people to see, you know. But it does say, I'm optimistic and appreciate all I have. So being optimistic, appreciating what you do have, and taking care of it, of what you value. What do you value? That is a real question. One more, Spirit. Oh. All right. Well, it looks like you guys are getting two, actually. Okay. Let's see. This is, oh, and then on the bottom, Earth, you guys. So this is definitely something like, it's inner, matching up with your earth matters, like who you are physically, matching up with who you are spiritually. We got the smoky mirror and the council. Guides coming through to help you see clearly. This also feels pretty reflective, but I will read this. This always has really good advice in it, you guys. This is one of my favorite oracle decks. It really is. 47. The invitation. They were both upright. So it says, when the symbol of the smoky mirror appears, you're invited to see beyond your own self. Acknowledge that past the limits of your current ability to perceive, there's a vast interconnected world where events are orchestrated in divine order, but challenging to fully grasp. So some of these things that you could have went through that are traumatic or holding you back, and some of the things that are causing you fear in your present day, were there for a reason. You just may not understand it. And the smoky mirror is asking you to look beyond just kind of the current level of perception that you have, to try to see something differently. The interconnectedness, not just of the world and all of what's within it, but also what's outside of ourselves, like energetically, and how this stuff is working behind the scenes also. Now is the time to trust that no matter what the current conditions of your world reflect, in the hidden realms, all aspects of the human journey are celebrated. So no matter what, if it looks horrible or bad, or it feels bad, it's like, or you think it's bad, or you think it's going to go bad with this tower, something like that, it's saying it's celebrated, because there's learning, and there's growth, and there's wisdom, and there's experience here being gained. And that's what the bigger picture is, through all the dark and the misery and all that. It says the beauty and the darkness, the misery and the courage. No matter where you are on your journey, know that some things are meant to be a mystery, which you are meant to understand only through experience. Take heart, for the smoky mirror will ultimately show you beauty and wonder. Once the fog lifts, and the distortion you see now. There's something you're not seeing clearly because of trauma, fear, something like that. And it's saying, once you get through this and you take action to try to shift that energy, shift that mind into, it's like in the council, you guys, coming in next, but it's like there's distortion around it. It's like, because you keep going back to this place that's But it's like you're being birthed out of that place. If you actually look at this, I do want to show you this. Let me get this council card. Oh, okay. Saved. And then I want you to see the colors in these and like how this is like, and he's almost in like a fetal position. You can almost see where there's this feeling of being pushed out into this interesting, like, but there's a resistance here. I do want to just look at that again. Yeah, stuck in reverse. Starting over. I would start over with nothing. Try again with no regrets. Give up everything for the life I remember. You have to really want to get through this for your life to feel normal again. And not, it says this leaves you feeling defeated because you can't help them. You may feel like you can't help yourself, but you can. And if this is somebody in your life, you can. It says your heart is longing for all that you remember. People's life and daily routines can change instantly because of unexpected psychological changes. This could be losing a part of yourself that you're resisting because this is part of your memories or this is part of your past, something like that. You guys, I'm getting a lot with your readings, so let's go ahead and read this council card. It says the council has a message for you. Listen with your inner senses. The handwriting is already on the wall, so look about you and you will discern its meaning. Do not wait for further signs. Embark on the journey to love deeply, forgive sincerely, and dare greatly. Take the leap without requiring life to assure you of success. That's wonderful advice to leave this reading on. All right, Aries, if that helped you, I hope so. I appreciate you guys coming and watching your reading. I'll be thinking of you guys getting through this tower happening, facing those fears and moving towards love and forgiveness and that really bigger picture stuff here. There's something you want to manifest and move into, but just got to get out of your own way. And it is a process. It's not going to happen overnight. So definitely be patient with yourself and just know you are being supported. Okay. All right, Aries, guys, have a good day and I'll talk to you later.